Does coaching against him in the Big East Conference make things any different?
No, the only time it's different is with creative media people like yourself ask me the same questions over and over again, or fans. But like on a day-to-day, it's no different.
I'm just reading off a piece of paper.
No, it's not your fault. Yeah. This is the Pitino Show, hosted by Richard Pitino and Paul Fritzner, presented by Deer Park Roofing.
Welcome into another episode of the Pitino Show presented by Deer Park Roofing. I'm Paul Fritzner alongside the head coach of the Xavier Musketeers, Richard Pitino. And today it's going to be a little bit of a different show. We're not going to be talking strictly Xavier basketball today. We're going to be talking about some more things off the court. And Coach, I have tried desperately here through the first month or so of us doing the Pitino Show to not hound you, asking you questions about your dad. I try to be as creative as possible, but today I have a list of questions that I have to ask you that I have been given, and I'm using that as my excuse to ask you these questions.
It's not your fault.
It is not my fault. I am passing the buck, but there are some good questions here, and that's what we're going to use for today's show. Let's get into it. When did you know you wanted to be a basketball coach, and what made you feel that way?
Senior year of high school, going into college, I had been working camps over the summer, just old school basketball camps, Eastern Invitational, Louisville camp, and so on. And, I knew I wasn't good enough to play like at the high major level, but I wanted to go to, a high major school. I went to Providence. That's a small school, but, with basketball or whatever. So I was working at camp and I met a guy named Mike Hart, who was a basketball coach at St. Andrews, kind of a legendary New England prep school coach. And he offered me an assistant spot. And for 2 years, I would go to class. I would drive to practice. I'd come back, go to class, whatever. And it was a volunteer assistant. And that's when I got the bug. I wasn't sure at what capacity I wanted to do it. I thought maybe just high school. I don't love the fame part of it. I don't love the, just all that comes with it. It's a lot. I wasn't sure I wanted to deal with that part of it, moving and all those things. But then I just, the more and more I did it, I'm like, I want to be at the highest level. So was lucky to meet Tim Welsh, who offered me a student assistant, whatever spot my junior year. And then it just kind of happened from there.
What did you see from your dad that made you want to pursue college basketball?
Well, I just think the competitive fire, the winning, the pushing people out of their comfort zone, players, staff, everybody. He would motivate you, drive you. He was not afraid to make people better. And that was everybody, trainer, SID, everybody. And I just thought that was cool, the way he impacted so many people's lives. And he would push you really, really hard, but to see the loyalty from those people, that's really, really rewarding and something that was attractive to me.
What about your dad's approach to basketball is most similar to how you approach it?
I think the commitment to skill development is, it's where so much of what he does is skill development every day, whether it's coming in the morning, after practice or whatever. He never deviated from that. He never was like, let's rest the guys. Like, no, it's every day you're coming in and doing that and spending the time on the court with the guys, kind of building that sweat equity, so to speak. That's what he does. I mean, he does it at 73 years old, and it's not going to go away until he retires. And hopefully that's a long time from now. So just seeing the investment that he put into the players to make them better.
And on the flip side of that question, what about your dad's approach to basketball is most different from how you approach basketball?
Yeah, the volatility of how he handles losses, I'm different. I mean, I just am. I mean, to his credit, he builds this culture of it is so bad when you lose that everybody bands together, maybe despite him a little bit, because you don't want to deal with him after a loss. I can't live my life that way. And it's not that he's living his life poorly, but I just can't get my emotional state to that. So I would say I'm way more balanced after a loss than he is. I'm not as much, and he doesn't yell and scream as much anymore. I'm not as much of a yeller and screamer. Like I there's times for it, but like I try to find a way to be a young, not as volatile coach, but still be able to challenge them in a way. But he's old school and obviously very, very productive at what he does.
What is it like coaching against your dad?
Well, I think people have to understand I've gone against him 4 times. One was at FIU. So what is it like playing a bye game, FIU versus Louisville? It's not that much fun. They've got all the resources in the world. I don't have any resources. So, that wasn't a fair fight. We played him at Minnesota. I want to say they won the national championship that year. They had a really good team. That was a competitive game. It was a hot it was on a Coast Guard base. Everybody was slipping all over the place. So I didn't really love that game. I think the 2 games, Iona played us in the pit. They had a good team. We had a good team. We beat them. And then the St. John's game last year, those were 2 fun games because I felt like we had a shot. Hopefully this year, although they get a really, really good team, but we'll be in the fight there, and it'll be a little more of a fair fight.
Does coaching against him in the Big East Conference make things any different?
No, the only time it's different is with creative media people like yourself ask me the same questions over and over again, or fans. But on a day-to-day, it's no different. I mean, it's none of these questions are, creative by any means. But it's I don't consume myself with the opposing coach. He does the same thing. I just coach every game kind of the same. So unless I'm speaking to media members, no, it's no different.
I'm just reading off a piece of paper.
No, it's not your fault. Yeah.
How often do you and your dad get to talk during the basketball season? Do you talk X's and O's at all?
A little bit. You got to be careful as a coach not to, if I'm not there every day, I'm not going to give my opinion. That's what coaches get mad about because media and fans scrutinize you, but they're not in practice every day. I think it's no different with coaches. We see what we have. So I know whatever he's doing is oh, well, maybe this kid's not good at that. That's why he's doing that or whatever. So, we're very, very supportive of each other. We watch all of each other's games. We change our schedule and all those things to do that. I want to finish first. I want him to finish second. And he's the same way, So we talk very, very often, not always necessarily about basketball, but we have a group chat, a family chat that we cover a lot of things.
Well, speaking of that, how do family members feel when you 2 coach against each other?
They probably don't like it as much as I don't like it necessarily, but I don't think they enjoy it at all because that's, they want to root for me. They want to root for him. They don't want to see either one of us lose. So I would probably say it's harder on them than it is me and him.
All right. What was the first thing that crossed your mind when you accepted the Xavier job and knew you were going to be coaching against your dad twice a year?
I was going to have to answer a lot of really, really dumb questions and do it respectfully because I try to be a good person. But I just knew that would be a thing. And by the way, it should be. It's not a dumb storyline. It's a great storyline. And it's really cool that he's still coaching at his age. And I've gotten to a place where I can coach in the same league as him. I understand it. So I'm not trying to say it's but I've answered them all, and I'm just going to have to answer them again.
One word that you feel best describes Richard Pitino coaching against Rick Pitino in the Big East Conference.
Different. We're really different.
Okay.
You said one word, so
no, that's fine.
I'm going to follow the rules.
That's great. Most of the time you get one word and then it goes on forever. That's one word. We like that. It's a Charles Barkley scene.
Yeah.
What was that? The 3 word? Oh man, I'm blanking. That's one of the best bits he did on the show.
Johnson. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was the last question about your dad that I am ever going to ask you on the Pitino Show.
No, I don't. Again, it's not that I don't like answering the questions or that I don't think they're good questions. They are, but there's a lot that are not very creative.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would say.
But you made sure to get out in front of that for media day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Try to deflect some of that.
Deer Park Roofing has been providing elite service for homes and businesses since 1996 and leads the industry in professionalism, quality, and responsiveness. So whether your needs are residential or commercial, Deer Park can handle any job and ensure it's done right. Deer Park's motto is protect what's important, and what's important to you is important to Deer Park Roofing. Visit deerparkroofing.com today. deerparkroofing.com.
A Fifth Third Better means we give 166.7%.
Who's a good boy, Parson?
I am good boy.
That's right. And why?
Because I bank a Fifth Third Better.
Wait, what?
5/3 equals 166.7%, so they put 166.7% into everything they do.
Okay, what is happening?
I'll tell you what's happening. Free checking, no hidden fees, and identity theft protection. Now, let's get rid of cat, please.
What?
This is banking a Fifth Third Better.
All right, we're going to stay off the court here for the rest of the episode. Try to get to know you a little bit more and some of your interests, things off the court. What is your Letterboxd for? If you don't know what that is, what are your 4 favorite films and why?
What did you call it?
Letterboxd. It's that website you go in and you rate your,
your
favorite movies.
I didn't know that. Godfather 2. Gladiator. Can I go comedies?
You can do whatever you. Oh yeah.
Old School when that came out.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then I loved the Royal Tenenbaums. I thought that was a great, funny, random movie that I really, really liked. You know, you got the Shawshank Redemptions and like the Forrest Gumps, but those are so overplayed. But yeah, I love watching movies. Like I'll go a lot.
What's your genre of movie? Like you're sitting there at night and you're gonna flip something on. Are you a comedy guy or you want
huge comedy guy? Yeah, huge comedy guy. Like Dumb and Dumber. I will rewatch that thing every week if it's on TV.
Sure. Okay. What did you have a favorite player growing up? Do you want to embody their style? Somebody that you modeled your game after?
Well, I mean, when I was growing up, my dad was like the head coach of Kentucky, and he was coaching a lot of NBA players. So,
yeah.
Travis Ford, and he was a really good player. But, yeah, I mean, the guy that I have loved, now that wasn't me growing up. I mean, Michael Jordan was kind of the one we all love for sure. But the guy I have currently loved is Steph Curry. I think that guy, first of all, just seems like a phenomenal human being, but the joy that he plays with, he has fun, he's fearless, he's not like this great athlete by any means. That's the guy I've enjoyed watching the most over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
But it was for sure Jordan growing up.
Yeah. Okay. If I was a tourist, you can pick one of the 2 cities here. If I was a tourist, or maybe do both. If I was a tourist coming to Boston or Cincinnati, what is your 30-second elevator pitch to do in that city?
Boston or Cincinnati?
You pick one.
Well, Cincinnati, I would say the first thing I would do is just drive around to the different squares.
Yeah.
Hyde Park is where I live. Awesome. Oakley, Mount Adams, Mount Lookout, like those kind of neighborhood pubs, coffee shops. Like that's what I would do is, drive down to OTR, and like there's so many unique, different neighborhoods that I would really, really soak in because they're kind of they're mom and pop-ish, and that's really, really cool.
All right, well then go back to Boston. What would you do if you want to get back to the East Coast?
Well, I mean, the Seaport District has really built up since I lived there. You know, it's on the water now. It's beautiful. North End is amazing. I would say go get some pizza at Pizzeria Regina in the North End. I think you got to go look at the Boston Common and walk on Newbury Street and Boylston and all those things. And certainly the Seaport District is beautiful as well. And then I would always tell anybody, if you can go take a ferry and go to Nantucket for a day, amazing.
Yeah. If you could dine at one restaurant, only one, for the rest of your life, you get one restaurant, where would you go?
Soto. Love it.
Love
And
it.
I don't walk out of Soto feeling like a fat piece of crap. Like I feel like it's healthy-ish Italian.
Oh, it's
food.
healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think that restaurant's amazing.
What do you get? What's your
I got
order
the
there?
short rib, whatever it is, pasta. Unbelievable.
It is incredible.
Yeah, high level.
It is incredible. First time I went there, hand up, I'll admit it. First time I went there, I forget what it was. The one pasta I got, they put like the red pepper flakes on top. Pomodoro, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. They must have put all of the red pepper flakes in one singular spot.
Oh, man.
I took one bite of that thing and I go, I don't know if you all could tell, I'm not much of a spice guy.
Right.
You know, I don't know if I exude that.
Sent it back.
I said, can we do this without the red pepper flakes? I felt like I was committing a cardinal sin.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, oh my God.
Chef's back there like this guy.
And then the next time I went, I didn't say anything about it. Got it. It was fine. So it's
Yeah.
like maybe it just all got pinched into one
Oh,
place. You never know.
wow.
I felt like I was just letting the entire
Yeah,
establishment
definitely.
down.
Definitely.
The Italian culture, I felt like the whole deal, like I was just really bringing it all down.
I mean,
a
it's
notch.
it's a new age Italian, like
Yeah.
the North End, what I was talking about is this Italian restaurant area in Boston, but you're gonna walk out there eating like 5 pieces of bread, lasagna,
Yeah.
and like I love Soto because it's just perfect portions and the food quality is amazing.
Yeah, my answer would be McDonald's. Okay, if there was a music festival curated just for Richard Pitino, which bands would be headlining the festival?
Wow. I would go Dave Matthews Band. Love Dave growing up. I would go, let me think of an older, I would go like Guster.
Okay.
That was a band in
Matt
Boston.
Norlander would be a
Matt
fan of that.
Norlander. That's the only
Yeah.
reason why I didn't want to say it because he's so annoying about it. But I love Guster, and Matt is spot on with it. I'd go those two as the bands from the past for me. My wife is insanely annoying about Morgan Wallen, but I really like Morgan Wallen, so I would do that because I think his new stuff is great. Coldplay, I think Coldplay is really.
You ever seen
good.
them live?
No, I've not, but I'd like to see them. They were really good as well.
Yeah, I've never seen them, but it feels like a bucket list type of
Yeah.
item. Even if you don't love them, like the production of the show, the
production
quality.
piece, yeah.
I do want to say, I just want to go back to the food thing real quick.
Yeah.
So I was in Kroger last night, and Xavier fan was walking by, and he looks at my cart, and he goes, I thought you only ate fast food. He saw I had broccoli in the cart, broccoli and chicken. And he goes, I thought you only ate fast food. I said, my wife is, we're trying here. We are trying.
Deer Park Roofing has been providing elite service for homes and businesses since 1996 and leads the industry in professionalism, quality, and responsiveness. So whether your needs are residential or commercial, Deer Park can handle any job and ensure it's done right. Deer Park's motto is protect what's important, and what's important to you is important to Deer Park Roofing. Visit deerparkroofing.com today. deerparkroofing.com.
A fifth third better means we give 166.7%.
Who's a good boy, Parson?
I am good boy.
That's right. And why?
Because I bank a fifth third better.
Wait, what?
5/3 equals 166.7%, so they put 166.7% into everything they do.
What is happening?
I'll tell you what's happening. Free checking, no hidden fees, and identity theft protection. Now, let's get rid of Cat, please.
What?
This is banking a fifth third better.
The journey to move medicine forward takes an unwavering commitment to solving complex patient care. Innovative thinkers driven to change lives. A therapeutically focused contract research organization. A diverse team committed to comprehensive patient care. All leading to successful drug approval. Join the CTI team on our journey to move medicine forward.
What's the best advice you ever gotten and then actually used?
I think the best thing is just be where your feet are. I think there's so much going on, whether it's on your phone, which 98% of it is nonsense, but we've now consumed ourselves of that world. There's way too much of talking about the past, trying to forecast the future. Today is a gift. That's all I know. I don't know how religious and spiritual I am. I need to be better. But what I do know is every time I'm reminded of whether something bad happens or whatever that nobody saw coming.
Yeah.
This is all we have is today. So just be where your feet are.
What's the part of coaching that excites you the most?
I really like winning. Like, I mean, that's the most obvious thing ever. But like when you win and you just get the buy-in from your players, your staff, where everybody just, they taste success and they want more of it. God, it's awesome. That's where New Mexico, like, really, it just rejuvenated me. I had good years in Minnesota, but I didn't have back-to-back good years. We'd have a good year, then we'd have a down year. We'd have a good year, then a down year. And the momentum that I built up in New Mexico, the buy-in, whether it was from the players, the recruits, the fans, just getting like the community all in on it, man, it's a lot of fun.
Do you have any non-basketball mentors or people that you look up to outside the sport?
Non-basketball. I mean, I watch all the, whether it's football coaches, I love watching press conferences to see how people are in front of the camera. Some are great. Some I hate. I hate this new, hey, we're just going to curse all the time. Like, I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, my dad does it from time to time, and I'm like, can you please stop doing that? That's obnoxious. But there's some that just handle themselves so well. So, I listen when I'm working out or whatever, the podcast stuff. I like a variety of them, and if I can listen to some of these podcasts of people that I know, it's really cool to kind of see that.
So are you're running on a treadmill, whatever you're doing. Are you a podcast guy or are you a music guy?
Music guy. If it's like an actual workout, not an old man walk.
Yeah,
I'll listen to music. The old man walk, I'll go podcast.
Okay.
Really lean into that.
If you had to coach against another member of your family, not your dad, if you had to coach against another member of your family, who would it be and why?
Well, I would want it to be like my sister so I could beat her because she doesn't know what she's doing. So
Winning.
I would,
Addicting feeling, winning.
I just want to win. So I'll take my sister. She's got 3 little kids. She won't be prepared. She'll be tired. She'll be all over the place. Yeah.
Get your sister to call into the show and defend herself here. Is there anything since taking the Xavier job that has pleasantly surprised you that you weren't expecting?
I mean, I think the Cintas Center is amazing. Like I said before, like our bad crowds are like almost full.
Yeah.
Like that's amazing. So I knew it was good, but it's definitely better than I thought it'd be. I'm coming from the Pit, which is an iconic building.
Yeah.
And a nostalgic building, and Cintas is amazing.
What's the most difficult part of being a college basketball coach?
Never knowing where you're going to live. It's emotional when you have to tell your kids they're leaving. There's a lot of nights of crying and wondering, is this the best thing for my children? The abuse is not the right word, but, you can tell when they're hearing things at school and, like, you're like, man, is this worth it? So just the stuff that they didn't sign up for, whether it's my wife and 3 kids that they have to endure, that's the hardest thing.
Sure. All right, last couple here. I asked you about the movies. How about TV shows?
Sopranos, The Wire, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad is incredible. My favorite show.
Yeah, and I mean the and Band of Brothers, I'd say 4.
Oh, yeah.
Also good. But, for me living in Albuquerque, it was pretty cool. Like I was playing golf one day and like Mike was in the group behind me. I'm like, oh my God, that's Mike. What's he doing?
Yeah.
You saw, I saw Gus around town. And so that was a big thing in Albuquerque. Like some people didn't want to embrace it because it's like a drug murder show, but like
Yeah.
there would like I got my hair cut right across from where he poisoned the girl and all
Oh,
those
yeah.
things. Like so, like you'd see a lot of like Saul's Office. I drove by it every single day.
Really?
Yeah, every day. Drive my kids to school.
Did you watch Better Call Saul too?
Yeah.
I haven't done that one yet.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Starts slow, but great.
Yeah.
Really good.
All right. I'll ask the classic question here. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes, 100%. One that we watch every year. Love it.
A classic.
Yeah, love it.
All right. Well, Coach, I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing those questions.
You got it.
Thanks for that. Yeah, and rolling here through the Big East season. So thanks everybody for watching and listening. As always, here on the Pitino Show, make sure you subscribe, share the show around, leave a rating and a review. That's head coach Richard Pitino. I'm Paul Fritchner. Thanks to our presenting sponsor, Deer Park Roofing. We'll talk to you next time on the Pitino Show.